Porphyry deposits are large, low to medium grade mineral deposits formed from hydrothermal fluids associated with igneous intrusions, especially porphyritic rocks, which consist of large crystals in a finer-grained matrix. Porphyry deposits are considered major sources of copper and often yield significant amounts of gold, molybdenum, and silver. General characteristics of porphyry deposits include they are associated with subduction zones and continental margins. They form at shallow depths, typically 1 to 6 kilometers from the Earth's surface. They possess a large size, often spanning several kilometers across, but have relatively low grade, such as 0.3 to 1% copper, and their mining involves bulk open pit methods due to their size and low grade. The formation of porphyries starts with the rise of water and metal-rich magma generated by partial melting in the mantle wedge above a subduction zone. This magma intrudes the upper crust, cooling slowly to form porphyritic intrusions. As the magma cools and crystallizes, it releases hydrothermal fluids rich in metals like copper, gold, and molybdenum. These fluids move through fractures and cracks, depositing metals as they cool and react with the surrounding rocks. The result is a large disseminated ore body with zoned alteration halos around the intrusion. Porphyry deposits typically exhibit concentric alteration zones around the central intrusion formed due to hydrothermal fluids interacting with the surrounding rocks. These zones reflect changes in temperature, pressure, and fluid composition and are crucial for the understanding of the ore distribution. The main alteration zones from the core outward are: number 1, the potassic zone, which is the closest to the core and is characterized by a typical mineralogy that includes carefully spar, biotite, and magnetite. This zone is often associated with high-grade copper, usually in the form of chalcopyrite and molybdenite, and is also characterized by high-temperature stonework veining and intense mineralization. Number 2, the phyllic sericite zone, and this surrounds the potassic zone, consisting of quartz, sericite, which is fine-grained white mica, and pyrite. Associated ores with this phyllic zone are disseminated chalcopyrite and pyrite, and it's characterized by moderate temperature and intense quartz, sericite, and pyrite alteration that can overprint the potassic alteration. Number 3, the argillic zone, which lies outside or overprinting the phyllic zone with clay minerals like kaolinite, smectite, and illite, in addition to quartz. This zone is characterized by low temperature, indicative of acidic, lower temperature fluids, and can be subdivided into advanced argillic, which includes minerals like alunite and pyrophyllite, and simply argillic. Number 4, the porphyritic zone, and this is the farthest from the core and is widespread in the surrounding rocks, with typical minerals like chlorite, epidote, albite, and calcite. This porphyritic zone can either be a completely barren or a low-grade zone and is characterized by low temperature alteration, often distinguished with a greenish color due to the existence of minerals like chlorite and epidote. These four main zones, the potassic, phyllic, argillic, and propylitic, can be asymmetrical depending on structural controls, host rock composition, and fluid pathways. Supergene enrichment from weathering can form an enriched blanket of secondary sulfides, like chalcocite, above the hypogene zones. To recap, porphyry deposits mainly form in magmatic arcs related to subduction zones where an oceanic plate sinks beneath a continental plate or another oceanic plate. They are often found along continental margins like the Andes or western North America or around island arcs. Overall, tectonic plate convergence, magmatism, and hydrothermal fluid circulation all work together to form porphyry deposits.